just make sure you're kind of comfortable as best as you can be, and you're going to be facing me for the first little bit of training as we get into things. So training today, some of you came in and said, hey, how long is training for? And you know, I could have played a little joke with you and said we're here till midnight, but we're not. We're only here till 7 tonight. And then tomorrow we have, again, tomorrow from 11 to 5, and then Saturday is the last day of the initial training, and it goes from 10 till 4. We're going to follow up your initial training with some advanced training sessions and our team meetings. And our team is awesome, by the way. You're going to really enjoy working with them. And you're going to meet quite a few of them, actually, as we go through the next few days of training. The follow-up meetings will help you a lot with your advancement as you move forward in organization. If you're a little bit nervous, I know exactly how you feel. I sat in the exact same chairs when I started the position with Vector. And it's very normal. Anytime you start something new, I think it's natural to be a little bit nervous, and that's okay. I do promise you, though, as training progresses, even as we go through today, that nervousness will be replaced with confidence and enthusiasm as you become more knowledgeable as you go through the training that we're going to get started with. So before we start, I do want to take care of some housekeeping in some areas, spend some time preparing you before we do that for what you can expect while working with us. So first thing that I want to talk about real quick is where the washroom is. Okay, people always ask me at some point in time. So it's out the door to the right, and it's at the very end of the hall. So it's actually past the yoga studio, past the architect, past the soft tissue paint. It's at the very end. When you see the exit sign, you know that you're there. It's right at the end. Okay, there's only 2 spots, so the best time really to go when you need to use the washroom during training is either when we're role-playing a section or we're taking a break. That way you're not going to miss anything that I'm referencing and I'm talking about. And it doesn't make sense for us to all go at once just because of how small they are. So that's where the washrooms are. And if you happen to drive today to training, I'm not sure if anybody parked in the main lot. Today, because it's like later, you know, we're in the afternoon already, it's not too much of an issue. But tomorrow, just want to make sure that you don't park in the main lot for the training seminar. You always park on the street. It's free. Okay, it's not residential. It's not 2 hours. So anywhere on 15th or 14th Avenue is totally free. And that's where you want to park when you come to the training seminars. After training is done, the only time when you're coming back into this office is you're either coming for some advanced training or a team meeting. And for that, just grab one of these. You know, they're downstairs as well as in the office, and stick that on your parking pass on your car. And it's best to try to face the street rather than to face the retail units when you park down there. So it won't be for that long after this. If you brought food with you today, you're more than welcome to pull that out and have something to drink whenever you choose to. We have water in the back. We've also got a coffee machine back there that's, I think it's $1, $1.25. What's that? $1? Oh, okay. Okay. So just if you want to use that, you can. And you're aware that downstairs we have a Starbucks, we've got a convenience store, a Subway. So if you do choose to go grab something really quick today, I'm just going to ask you to bring it back into the office. We don't take like 30-minute breaks, but we take lots of little ones. So you can eat or drink anytime you want as we go through the training seminar. We have a fridge here and a microwave. So tomorrow, if you choose to bring food with you, you know, that's the best thing to do. And then you can just have it here and you can eat it as we go through the training seminar tomorrow. And like I said, we do take breaks. We're going to take those every hour or so. Some of them will be a full-out, you know, if you want to go grab something, some just a stretch break as we go through training. If anyone does smoke, it's really important that when you do that in a break, is you stay way away from any of the front doors. So just basically kind of want to walk left, right, kind of there's an alley behind us. That's the best place to go. Or just out on by the sidewalk area. You don't want to stay anywhere near the front doors, that's for sure. Now, many of you are aware that you just want to grab a chair there at the back there. That'd be great. If you need is you were aware when you came for your interview, there's a code to get into the building, and I just want to make sure that you all jot that down somewhere so you have that with you. And sometimes people forget to put the star in front, so that's why they're not sure why the code didn't work. Okay, so it's star 3872. And that's the code that you'll need to get into the building, okay, when you're coming in after, like for tomorrow, when you take a break. So just make sure you jot that down somewhere and you've got that with you. So my name is Angie McDougall, and my role in the company is a division manager. As we work together in your position and in training, I'm just going to ask you just to call me Angie. Please don't call me Mrs. McDougall or ma'am. Please call me by my first name. I'd appreciate that. I started with the company 15 and a half years ago. I started as a student. I was going to the University of Calgary taking a finance degree. And my initial start with the company was for a summer job, and then I continued. So I was pretty fortunate on how I heard about the job, which I'll explain a little bit later today, and tell you a little bit more about my background and where I've been with the company and why I'm here. We have quite a few members of our management staff that work within this office that will be there to help you as you advance in our company. I have some names of a few of them on the board. There's going to be, throughout the entire initial couple days of training, some other managers that are going to be working with us as we go through this seminar, and they're in what's called management training. Some of them have run offices with our company before, some of them have been in a management position before, and some of them are new. And they're training right now to open up their own summer business or full-time career position with our company by May of next year. So it's not your responsibility to know them all, it's their responsibility to get to know you. So I'm just going to briefly highlight a few of them, and then I'm going to introduce the couple of you that are here in the room, and then we'll get into a little bit more of the training seminar. So many of you have either heard the name or maybe you met in your interview Shayla DuPont, and I keep forgetting actually to change her last name. She just got married a few weeks ago, so she's changed her name to Shayla Wade. So she is our pilot manager, and she's been working with Vector for over 4 years and in charge of the day-to-day operations of this office. And then we have an assistant manager named Christine, and Christine Jick is in the back actually. I'll introduce her shortly. So she's back there. She just kind of gave a little bit of weight. And she ran a branch office, a summer business with our company in Fredericton last summer. And so we'll get an opportunity for her to introduce herself and give you guys some advice. And then we have Devin Haig, Joy Ogle, Virgins Keeney in a role called a field assistant manager. They all started with our organization this past summer and then moved into a position where they get to work side by side with myself and Shayla, running interviews and running around training. And we have, like I have here, managers in training, and we have a key staff group. Two of the individuals in the room right now, we have Dana Creer and Travis Barr on either side. And I'll get them both to introduce themselves in a little bit. And they'll talk about kind of where they started, where they're at, and give you some advice through training. And also we have Amy Micah, you might have seen her when you came in for your interview. She's an executive assistant with our organization, and her role, she too is someone who will be doing technical presentations, and she works a large part with Western Canada and our division offices. So we have a great group of people, and why I'm letting you know that is because one person like myself is not capable of giving 100% attention to everybody. So we have a key staff group, we have a management team, they're going to be there to help you as you advance in our company. What I'd like to do before we get any further is I want to have those of you here today, I want to have you introduce yourself to myself and to the managers. I'm not going to ask you to come stand at the front of the room and speak as I am. I'm not going to do that to you. But I am going to ask you to share a few things. And it's your choice if you want to stand up or just where you're seated, it's totally fine. But I'd like you to share a few things with the group. And it's always nice to know a little bit about the people you're going to go through training with. Because you're going to spend a few days together and you're going to get to know each other really well. So first thing I'd like you to share, I realize you have a name tag on, but some people's names are pronounced a little differently. So if you can, the first thing is if you can say your name for us, that would be great. The second thing, I know that I asked earlier if any of you are in school right now. So if you are currently going to school, you can let us know where and your major, so what you're focusing on. Okay, if you're going to be going shortly, you can let us know that too. If you're not a student right now, then why I'm going to ask the next question is because we have 3 campaigns a year, and we have an opportunity for students working with us to win money for school, and then we have another totally different campaign so that everyone else who works with us can win money to donate to the charity of their choice. It's called a Race for Charity. So I'm going to ask you to let us know what charity would you donate money to if you won $1,000 and you could give that to a charity of your choice. So you can let us know which one that is. And then the last thing is let us know the biggest thing that you're looking to gain from working with Vector. For some people, it's strictly money. That's what they need a job for. That's why they're here. Some people I work with, they say it's more the experience. They want a job that's going to enhance their skills. Some people want to meet new people. They're looking for a change. They enjoy the flexibility we offer. Whatever the biggest thing is for you, you can let us know what you're looking to gain from working with Vector. So I could ask for a volunteer, but I think it might be a little bit easier if we just go around the table. That way nobody feels they have to put their hand up. And if you're okay, if we start on this side, that'd be great. Okay.
I'm Brianna. I'm not currently in school at all. My charity of choice would be the David Suzuki Foundation, and I'm just looking to gain an extra flexible part-time job.
Great. And are you from Calgary?
No, I'm from Red Deer, Alberta.
Red Deer. You grew up there?
Yeah.
Great. And how long have you lived in Calgary?
A couple days.
Oh, brand new. Great. Sounds good. Well, to welcome Brianna to the team, let's give her a round of applause.